Mr. Truck here with another accessory review. We're going back to the truck bed liners. You know, that I've done the one with bed line X or line X, and I love that, but that's over 500 bucks. And they did a really good job, professional job, took out the bolts, did all that stuff, and I like that. But I'm thinking now I should do Dodgezilla Overkill. So, you know, right here I've got Dodgezilla Overkill, my 1994 second generation Ram 1500. Well, it's a Dodge Ram, and it has a 4-inch lift and a 3-inch body lift. And this is the one that Ruben, with Colorado Transmission, rebuilt the transmission, actually did everything to this. So the truck itself only cost me 600 bucks. So I don't know if I want to spend 500 bucks on a bed liner. Now I did actually bed line the outside, and I thought it was cool. Someone would rock climb with this thing, with the trees brushing on it and scratching it. But I need to do a second coat on it. But I'm thinking I should bed line the inside now. I've never done the inside of the bed, which most people, that's where they start, but I'm a little backwards. So I'm thinking, you know, that maybe I should do that. What's cool about this bed, this is a 94, this is the second generation. You can see in there, you can see the galvanized sheet metal. I got to scrape some of that paint off. So that's what I like. I like to get the galvanized sheet metal. I like to get fuel injection and 4-wheel drive. That's kind of my criteria for project trucks. We've been working on this one for quite a while. But this one doesn't have like the bolts going through the floor. So don't worry about taking those out. And there is a tie down on each back corner, but I'm not going to worry about that either. I mean, this is an old truck. I'm just going to bed line right over that. Now, there is 3 bolts here on the tailgate latch. I don't know if I'll bother taking those out. I might, or I might just put silicone on them, and then after I put the bedline coat I may just peel it off. We'll see. I'll figure that out, but this will be a good project. I'll get this done, and then I'll go ahead and do the second coat on the outside. Don't know yet if I'm going to do the big balls on the back. Could spray them on. I see my bed liner. You can get an aerosol can, you can get it in one of those big machines. You can get it in a bucket with rollers and brushes. I brushed all this on. I'm going to brush on the bed, see how that works. Now on this Ram, I had no problem putting the bed liner on these plastic fender flares. It stayed on there really well. And this thing got a big bad hailstorm. I mean, it's got cracked windshield, and it was really weird. I put bed liner on this plastic bumper out of China, and it all peeled off. I guess I'll just peel it off, forget about it. The hail even bent my license plate clear down. So it was only 9-minute hailstorm, and it beat the tar out of things, but it didn't beat up the bed liner. So anyway, I'm gonna finish the job on this now. Do a second coat on the whole truck and then do the bed. Mr. Truck here with another exciting trailer accessory review. This one's for your gooseneck trailer. It's from Gen Y Hitches. It's called the Cushion Surge Coupler. Torsion Flex. So it's kind of like a torsion axle on a horse trailer. And that, inside here are those torsions. And so as this thing flexes, those will move up and down. Gen Y hitches. All you have to do is look at them. They're built like a bulldozer. It's all heavy-duty plate metal. Make them adjustable hitches, pencil hitches, shock-absorbing hitches with torsion, like a torsion axle on a horse trailer. These things will last you forever. You cannot find a better built adjustable hitch. So I thought it's a pretty easy bed liner. The Dodge does not have the bolts that go clear through the bed that stick up that you got to take out, and it only had a couple of hooks that I'm going to just bed line right over the top of them. So I got one of my little kits, bought this from O'Reilly's, and this is Duplicolor. It has Kevlar in it, so I'm going to take the gun and shoot holes in it, see what happens. Well, maybe not, but anyway, it's supposed to be really tough Kevlar, and I really like the DuPont Duplicolor. This is the easiest one to apply that I've seen. It comes with all these, the whole kit. So you got a roller, you got a pan for the water, for the thing. You got a stir stick. What the hell's a stir stick? No, you don't get a stir stick. You get power tools So we're going to mix it up with that power tool, not a stir stick, a brush, a scuff pad, and the instructions. And this is I've used this kit before. I like it. And I've also used Herculiner. Herculiner you can buy from Walmart, and it's a nice thick bedliner cover, but it's got the grit or whatever's in it to give you the traction, and it will separate even if you stir it really tight. You do it on a flat surface, it works well. But you start doing a wall or something like an inside wall, then it separates and it kind of runs a little too much. So I like Duplicolor's the bed armor better. But let me show you what all is in here in this kit. And this kit was like 99 bucks at O'Reilly's, and comes with all this cool stuff. Of course, instructions. Comes with the actual jeepers. Oh, it's heavy. The Duplicolor gallon and a box. Now in this cool little tray, it comes with all the other stuff you need, which is the paint tray, so you have some place to pour it and carry around with you. And then it comes with, wow, look at that roller. Now that is that's a new roller. The old one used to just be a regular foam roller. Now they've done something new there. That's cool. And of course the handle for all that. I'll put that together, but that's really cool. Then a paint brush and a scuff pad to rough it up. Now this galvanized bed, and it has had some paint chipping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scruff it up, try to knock away any other loose paint. I blasted it, I did a water blast, and took off as much loose paint as I could, but I see some parts that's in here, and when we're scruffing it, we will take all that out so we have a nice good surface that will stick to everything. But this is a kit, this is what it looks like, and of course you need to buy yourself some tape, masking tape. I like the thicker, the wider, the better, but I'll tape that off, and we're going to go over and touch up the last one I did. So I'll use this because you can't use this on the bed liner, you got to use it on the paint. So you want to do that around the windows and everywhere, is have some good masking tape. But we're getting ready to go here. But that is so cool. And this, 99 bucks. And I got a kit, and that's supposed to do, a 6-foot bed. This is a 6'3". It may do a little bigger, but hopefully that's for two finishes. But yeah, Kevlar. Whoa! I may have to paint that on the board and try to shoot holes in it, see what happens. But yes, so join us while we do the application and show you how easy it is. What's cool about a roller, you can brush around the windows, you can do all that stuff. But the roller, when you get a bigger area and you roll it, it actually smooths it out because you're going to have streaks from a paintbrush. But using a roller, you can really smooth it out nice so it looks like a sprayed on bed liner. That's what I like about the rollers. So, come join us for all the fun in the sun. Finally getting my bed liner done for my Ram, my Dodge Ram, on the inside of the bed where it gets supposed to. We did the outside last year. Yes, there's my son. I got him scruffing and rubbing and roughing what's left of the paint and the metal, so we can put our painted on bed liner. That's the whole purpose, is the bed liner. So he's making it rough so the paint will stick to it better. And yeah, he's doing a good job. I used to do manual labor. But I don't anymore. Yes, I have to do something. I guess I'll stir this stuff up, but not with a wooden stick. Why in the world would give you a steer stick for that heavy stuff? Now I gotta use these power tools. Gotta stir it and go up and down and in and out. Yeah, make it thick. Get the good stuff rolling here, which is exactly what I'm doing with my power tools. But it doesn't take too long. And you're supposed to do this every 10 minutes, which is what I did. About every 10 minutes, it gave me something to do. And then I sloshed it all over the place. But that's okay. We're going to paint tailgate. We're going to paint everything. So I didn't have a problem with spilling it. Because, after I spill it, I can always take my handy paintbrush and cover it up. Well, here we go. We're making progress. My son David is working hard on it. Stuff really is hard to stir and to mix. It just gets giant clumps in it. It's like mixing pancake batter. So I don't know, this might be clumpier than we thought. And I don't know, maybe the Kevlar is thicker. I don't know what's going on, but it's not easy. It does not roll on even. Roller didn't help. Paintbrush is the only way we're even getting it on. So I'm not sure how they changed the formula when they went to Kevlar, but something's different than the last time we tried this. You can see inside the bucket, I hope, that it's really clumpy. Okay, day 2. I'm finally done putting this bed liner in. It's not sprayed in bed liner, it's a wiped on bed liner and rolled on bed liner. I tell you, glad it's done. I actually touched up on the outside because I have bed liner on the outside of this truck, so the rocks and the trees don't hurt it when I go rock climbing. But we had a problem. I did this a couple years ago with the same stuff, the Duplicolor, and I tried Herculon, and they didn't have any problems with it. Well, the Herculon separated, some of the grit separated from the fluid, but this Duplicolor had really good luck, just went right on. And then this time around, my son put the first coating on, and he likes manual labor. He's 44 and jumping up and down. Me, I'm 62, and I was so tuckered doing the second coat, I had to stop every 5 minutes and breathe. Of course, that's how often you have to stir the stuff, every 10 minutes. But anyway, so got it all done and thick. But when we were finishing up there, David was finishing up that first day, we kept having clumps. The stuff looked like oatmeal, big clumps in it, and there's big clumps all over the place. And I thought, that's not right. I don't the Kevlar, because Kevlar was new for this bucket we used yesterday. And maybe that, I don't know if that changed the composition of it or the lumpiness or whatever it was, but you know, it's just full of bumps, big bumps, not just the normal bumps you want. So I had to chisel all those bumps, as many as I could. There's still a few little bumps in there, but we chiseled out the big ones, and then went back to O'Reilly's. Of course, they gave me a new bucket, said, yeah, go have fun. So I don't know if that's a bad batch or if the Kevlar really was a problem. Don't really know. So I got this next bucket and put it all on there, and I put it on really thick too, you know. And then I did a lot of touch up on the outside from that coating a couple years ago. But it's nice and thick and tough, and you know, it's not bulletproof now because just a little bit of the Kevlar from the first coating. But I tell you what, if you're over 60, I wouldn't recommend you do this. If you're under 50, said go for it, man, you can do it. But it tuckered me out. But it did save me a lot of money, you know. I mean, it doesn't look the same as a Bedline X for 500 and some bucks. It looks more like, you know, the guy out back in his garage throwing stuff at it. And you can do a better job than I do. But we did mask off some of it, and some of it we didn't. We didn't worry about the bolts in the floor. It doesn't have any to go through. And then the tie downs, only 2 of them. I didn't worry about them. We just coated the heck out of everything. So my rock climber is still a good rock climber. But you can see some of it with that camera. I'll do some close-ups on it. But anyway, the second barrel, the second bucket did really well. Went on smoothly. I put it on really thick. But didn't have any problem with clumping at all. So I'm guessing that was a bad batch and another one, or hopefully I'll find out if it's the Kevlar. But thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this. Now that's 2 bedliner videos I've done in the last month. So you should be educated on that stuff. Make your decision on, you know, if you can do it. I mean, the new roller was really cool. It had little lines in it, so it made it look like more of a gritty surface. But you know, that's quite a difference going between $100 plus your labor versus over $500. So anyway, this is a poor man's job. So live with it. Thanks for watching. Please go ring the bell and subscribe.